is known all over the Delaware Valley. Johnson's Popcorn on the Ocean City Boardwalk, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. You can get Johnson's Popcorn in individual servings all the way up to 3.5-gallon tins. Look for them in your favorite food market or party store. Johnson's Popcorn, 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 1-800-842-2676 and have your popcorn shipped to you. They're also online at johnsonspopcorn.com. Johnson's Popcorn, since 1940.
Whoever you are, whatever you like, there's a place where memories become traditions. So this summer, come on down and enjoy all that's fun at the shore. Plan today and book your vacation in America's greatest family resort. Ocean City, New Jersey. We're less than a tank of gas away.
Pride, passion, and persistence. These are the values that drive us all at Ron Jaworski Golf. We strive to deliver outstanding conditions as well as playability for golfers of all ages and abilities. Our championship golf courses offer a variety of challenges, from a link-style walk along the river to an escape into the pines and everything in between. My team at Ron Jaworski Golf is committed to delivering memorable experiences every single day. See all we do at ronjaworskigolf.com.
Well, hello everybody. I'd like to introduce my partner here, but I'm next to an empty chair, so you're going to have to bear with me to do, both things today. We got the Bridgeton Bulldogs and the Delran Bears today. Last year, Bridgeton started off 5-0, all right, first time in history. They ended up 6-4, all right, and they lost in the first round of the Group 5 playoffs. But I will tell you one thing, I've seen Bridgeton before. It doesn't matter how much numbers they have on there. Those kids play hard, all right? And you're going to see that. For Delran, you've got quarterback Vinny Sacca, threw for 1,200 yards, 16 TDs, and 713 yards on the ground. So you're going to hear his name a lot. They also have Rick Penn, who went for 300 yards. Wide receiver Justin Mary, 22 passes for 5 TDs. And don't forget, they have a kicker, 42 out of 45 PATs, 7 out of 9 field goals there. So if they get close, they got a weapon there also. So we're ready for the kickoff here. I'll tell you, you can't ask for better weather. I mean, this is really football weather. It's not that hot. Nice breeze coming in. As long as I'm not out on the field, I'm good, All right, caught on the 35 there. Wow. Tell you what, a lot of missed tackles on that kickoff there. They should have had him back on the 30, all right? That was number 5. All right, Jazir Thompson. And I'll tell you what, he almost broke that. I know it's the first game and everything, and, you might not have your best players out there on the kickoff team, but you don't want to give the team the ball on the 45-yard line to start the game. All right, we got trips right. All right, single receiver on the left side there. Man in motion. All right, we got a flag there. We got a little bit of movement. Looks like somebody was a little bit antsy on the offensive line, but we'll let the refs sort it out. Yeah. All right, it looks like he's trying to figure out which way to go. Okay. It was on a defense. They, jumped there, so it's going to give a 5-yard penalty there. It's going to be 2nd down and 5 instead of 2nd down and 10. First down. I'm looking at the guy over there. He had 2nd down. Now he switched it. All right. Got 4 receivers, double slot. Ah, gosh. Got another penalty here. Got 2 plays, 2 penalties. All right. This one's on the offense. So just like we start over, all right, we had a couple plays to get the bugs out of us. So now it's going to be 1st and 10. I'm looking at the guy on the marker over here because he keeps flipping it around. Not sure. Maybe he should look at the referees and get their signal quicker. All right, here we come out. Got trips to the right. Single receiver on the left. 6 in motion. Looks like the same play from there. Quarterback fakes the handoff. All right. Nice pickup there. That sack of the quarterback. We're going to give him 7 yards, making up 2nd and 3 on that. A lot of faking going on that in there, you know, like try to pick up. Did he want it? Was he going to hand off to the one guy? No, and then he decided to take it himself. All right. We got slot to the left, single backs. All right, now they got a little shift on. Looks like they shift every time they get in there. Giving it to the running back. Number 5, he is not going down easy. Easy first down there. All right, that's number 5. Trying to get the number here. Yeah. Just straight handoff right up the middle. Nice block by the offensive line there, and he just cuts back against the grain. Another missed tackle. Tell you what, he's not going down easy. Not going down easy at all. All right, we got slot right. Back to pass. Set up a little, looked like they were going to set up a little screen there. All right. Number 28 on the reception there. Giovanni Marshall. They're moving the ball without any problem here. The only thing that stopped them in the beginning was the penalties. A 5-yard pickup on that. It's going to make it 2nd and about 5. All right, we have slot to the left, slot to the right. All right, see if they have any motion. Yep. It's going to be a motion guy every time, it seems there. Handoff inside to number 6. All right. Nothing on that one. All right. I'll tell you what, he went into that line and he went right down. Right down on there. That's actually the first play they haven't gained anything on. So now we give their first 3rd down. So it's 3rd down and about, I'll say 7 here. All right, we have slots to both sides, but we're probably going to see motion like we have every other time. Now, of course, they didn't do it that time. Nice pass there, complete. Just a simple out pattern there to number 11, Justin Mary.
So bring up 4th down and 5.
Gosh. This is like a game of penalties. So they lost yardage on that one. All right, it's going to bring, they're going to go for it. It's 4th and about 6 yards. Got double slots again here. Come back, a little screen pass out to the right. He hits number 5. He may go. Wow, I'll tell you what. Really nice little pass there. He just set up. He came out of motion. Here we're looking at it on the video there. Nice quick out, all right? Nobody covers him. There's nobody picking him up coming out of the backfield. And once he gets down the sidelines, all right, that's the only thing that really stopped him. All right, had he been able to cut that back, he might have taken it into the house. All right, got a full house backfield here. Back to pass, got pressure. Somebody's open. Just overthrew him because they had two guys that were, I don't know if they went the wrong pattern or not, but they were within 3 or 4 yards of each other there. And he just threw it a little bit long. But he had some people out there. Second and 10. A slot trips to the right. Now we got motion to the left there. Again, nice rush coming in. Tell you what, he just picked up the ball. They had him cornered in the backfield there. He had no help, he had no blocking there, and then he just decided, I might as well just take it up the right side. Let's look at it here. All right, he's back, steps up in the pocket, nice step up there. He finds a little lane, and he really faked out two guys there that should have had, a shot on him for tackle, but he showed what kind of speed he had. He was there. All right, right up the middle there. He's in for a touchdown. Touchdown. Delran goes up. He's numb. There you go. Second handoff. It was a I formation. Just great blocking up front. Number 5. These numbers aren't the same. They're not the same. Going on for the extra point there, and it's pretty accurate. Oh. All right. Had just enough on that extra point there. Didn't look like it was going to go through, but it did. That was Delran, right? I have to apologize a little bit. The program that we have here must have different numbers, than they gave them to print out. Trying to do my best here to, figure out who these guys are, but the numbers aren't jiving. Want to be able to give credit to the guys that, are doing that, stuff there. I'm just going to assume certain things here. Kind of funny, they have a 5 and a 6. They don't even have one on this roster. All right, well, Delran a kickoff and to Bridgeton, see if Bridgeton can get something going here. Nice kickoff on the 5-yard line. He takes it, nice cutback. Boy, I'll tell you what, he is moving down that sideline. He didn't have more than 2 or 3 yards to work with, on that kickoff there, and he just takes it, shows unbelievable speed and, cutback ability. He gets it on the 5-yard line, takes it up there. There's 1 miss, there's 2 misses, 3, 4 misses. I'll tell you what, if he had a little bit more room, he might have taken it to the house. All right, we have Bridgeton's rosters. Hopefully we got those numbers right and I can get the names there. Quarterback should be Dante Howell. Just having a lot of injury over on Delran's sideline. If I had the right numbers, I could tell you who it was. Well, it's taking a long time to get the chain gang set up over there. It's first down. All right, we have receivers on both sides there, way out. Here we go again. All right, somebody on the line jumped. All right, it looks like it was Bridgeton, so they're going to start out with 1st and 15. You know, that happens a lot, in the first game, they're all excited out there. You just need to calm down and start playing some football. All right, you got a full house backfield there. Another motion by Bridgeton. False start. 2 false start. Not a good start, especially when it's the false kind. So now they're going to start 1st down and 20. After giving up a touchdown, it's not the way you want to come back. Full house backfield. Number 7. All right, P.J. McCoy on that there. I'll tell you what, made a nice cut back. Picked up, about 5 or 6 yards, but it's still going to make it 2nd and 15.
So I'm making sure he gets the first look.
5-yard gain on the play, 2nd and 15.
All right, still have a full house backfield there. I formation. Give up the middle. Nothing happening. Number 22 on a tackle there for Delran. Jack Jordan. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 15. All right, single receivers both sides there. Actually, I have a slot on the left. Back to pass, throws it. He's got a man open. Tell you what, number 2 for Bridgeton was open on that. He just put a little bit too much air under it, all right, because he was open. And if he had caught that one, he'd be in the end zone right now. But a little bit too much air under it, so it's going to send up a punting situation for the Bulldogs.
Anybody else? Anybody else? Okay, good luck.
Gonna let it go dead. Delran will get the ball on the 28-yard line to start their 2nd drive. With a 7-0 lead and holding Bridgeton to negative yardage on their first possession. Okay. All right, we got double slot again. See if we see motion again. All right, fake there to number 11. Fake that ball to Justin Berry on that one, and then he just took it himself up there. That's like a read play, all right? you can give it to the guy coming in motion, or if you see a hole in the line of scrimmage there, you take it yourself. All right, double slot. Back to pass. Number 11 open down there. Justin Marv had his man beat by a lot on there, just a little bit too much under the ball there. Tell you what, if he had thrown that one to him, he'd be sitting in the end zone right there. All right, no double slot this time. Gonna call a timeout.
Timeout, Delran.
Third timeout, Delran, that's their first of the half.
I'm getting these numbers straight a little bit. They're not exactly in order. See if we can get the numbers a little bit better here now. All right, no more double slots here. All right. Just got wide receivers on each side of the field there. And gonna take it from under the center this time. Little trap play trying to mess them up, come back the other day. You had all the motion going to your left there, and you give it back. Got an injury on the field. That's not good.
Anthony Yates on the carry, brought down immediately.
A lot of misdirection on that play, but Bridgeton, for their credit, didn't go on any of the fakes. They just stayed home. And not what you like to see. Somebody laid out on the field there. We hope he's okay. All right. Right now we're in punt formation. Delran going to kick it off. Way single back there. Number 4 for Bridgeton, Stephen Little. Beautiful punt, except it's out of bounds, and it looks like there was a flag on the play anyway. Tell you, we lot of flags in this game, you know, here right now. I know it's the first game, but it's not really what you want to see. All right, it's against Delran, so they'll kick it over again to Bridgeton.
Illegal motion, number 5 of the offense.
Okay.
3-play fourth down.
All right, we have number 3 Mike Mullen, who's the kicker back there for Delran. See if he can keep it in bounds on this one. Oh! I'll tell you, number 8. Let me find that number there to give him credit. Anthony Yates. Boy, I'll tell you, what a hit that was. Looked like there was going to be some yardage on there. Coming down, coming down. Fakes out the first man down there. Second man doesn't make the tackle, and Yates just comes in and levels him. He'll be feeling that tomorrow when he gets up in the morning, I can tell you that. All right, Bridgeton starts out on the 25-yard line. Got a full house backfield there. Number 7 on it. I'll tell you, he's going, I'll tell you, just ran out to the sideline. I'll tell you, that was number 7. Vi McCoy. He broke through that right tackle on that side there. And I'll tell you, he showed some great speed. Makes a nice cut there to get to the outside. That play looked like it was designed to go up the middle, and he just saw no hole there. Put his foot in the ground, took it outside, picked up really big yardage. That's a nice play there for the Bridgeton Bulldogs. All right. Singles receivers, both sides, I formation. Oh, nothing there, nothing there. Find that. And number 62 on the tackle there. Matthias Martins on that tackle. Going to set up 2nd and 11 for the Bulldogs. Hey, they seem to have come back to life a little bit here from that, first drive. They had all those penalties. Full house backfield. Fake. Looking downfield. All right, finds a receiver there. Number 4. All right, Stephen Little. Nice pass there. He wasn't going to be able to do anything because it was kind of low, but he went down and grabbed it. Going to make it a very makeable 3rd down. All right, Bridgeton comes back really quick. Back to pass. Oh. There's going to be a pass interference on that. Really a delayed call on that. Really didn't throw the flag right away. Maybe they thought that their legs just got, tangled up a little bit. Plus you see number 4, who was the one that got tangled up for Bridgeton there. He's limping back to the backfield there. Lost the shoe on the play. So they're conferring right now. The coach for Delran is saying, there's no penalty. They both, So we're going to have a little huddle up for the officials there to get it straight. I think it could have gone either way. It might have looked like they got the feet tangled up a little bit. Looks like they're, right now it looks like they're going to pick up the flag.
There's no penalty
All right, they're going to say, okay. I kind of thought that, the way it, down, you see it here on the screen, all right? They just got tangled up together. There was no, could have been called either way, to tell you the truth. So that's a good job by the officials there, all right, to get together on that and make the correct call. Of course, Bridgeton's not happy. Delran is, but we'll play another down here. All right, we're single receivers, both sides of the field. Got to get the chain gang, bring the chains back. All right. All right. Let's get the down right on this. He's got fourth down. I've got third down. All right. Now we're going to move the chains again. All right. All right. They're still not set over there. All right. They've got fourth down. All right. So if it's fourth down, they're going for it. Got a man in motion. Fake to the motion man. Delran. Tell you what, he did everything to get out of trouble there. He's very fortunate that they didn't get a sack, on that, because they sent Mary Justin on there coming right through the hole, going right after the quarterback there. And I'll tell you, just pure athleticism gets them out of that. And he tries to make a completion. Of course, the guy was open, but by that time, he was in bad shape. All right, so Delran takes over on downs here. We got a slot to the right, single receiver to the left, and another penalty. I don't know if we have no penalty. Here we go. I'm not sure what happened on that play. Did they blow it dead? All right, so it's Delran, 1st and 10. Got a slot to the right, single receiver on the left. Handoff inside. He's going to try to break it outside. No. That was number 5 on the carry there. Now, picked up maybe a yard on that. They run a lot of different motions and stuff, Delran. All right, we got trips to the right here. Single receiver to the left. 6 in motion. Little screen to the right side. He's got room. All right. Justin Marv on that there. Really nice play on there. Had a couple guys pulling on that. Gave him a convoy to go down there, get a first down on that. All right, got double slots. All right, man in motion. Gives it to him, number 11 on the 10. Ah, he's going nowhere at all. Justin Marv on that carry. He just looked good on the last carry he had. They strung that play out, Bridgeton did. Nice tackle there for no gain.
Aaron Eubanks on the tackle. Loss of 1 on the play brings up 2nd down and 11.
Looks like Bridgeton's picking up their motion and stuff a little bit now. They're getting used to it. And I'm sure it's first game of the year. You really don't have a great scouting report to go on, so you're just playing the first quarter by, by what you see them doing on the field right now. All right, double slot again. Now we got a timeout by Bridgeton.
Timeout, Bridgeton.
Charge timeout, Bridgeton. That's their first round.
I think Bridgeton has just settled down a little bit, and they're getting used to the motions that Delran is throwing at them and stuff like that. But I'll tell you what, if it's your first game of the year and they're throwing all that stuff at you as a defensive back and stuff, probably scratching your head a little bit back there. Because there's got to be communication, you know, because they line up in that double slot there, and then they put a man in motion. So you've got to communicate back there in the defensive backfield, you know, to make sure that you have the coverage that you need. All right, here we go. Got trips to the right this time. Single receiver to the left, one man in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Back to pass. Oh, and there's a flag on that one. That one, I think, is going to be against Bridgeton, all right? When the ball was in the air, put a hand on the receiver, kind of knocked him down a little bit. Yeah, that one's not coming back. So that's going to be a penalty on Bridgeton, and we're going to move the ball down. 15-yard penalty. All right, here it is on replay. Got a nice ball here. He throws. They're trying to get, you know, the defender can't see the ball. He's basically playing the receiver there. And at the last minute, a little bit too early, he puts his hands on him. All right, and that's a pass interference. All right, we got single receivers both sides. I formation. Oh, number 5, I'll tell you what, nowhere on that. All right. That's Nick Peen, number 5 for Delran. Met right at the line of scrimmage there, nothing at all. All right, we got trips to the right, single receiver on the left. Shotgun. All right, now we got motion. Back to pass. Open, he's open. All right, number 28 for Delran. Giovanni Marshall in the end zone. Boy, is that a nice, beautiful pass. He beat his defender. There he goes. Down there. He's got the defender. He's got 5 yards on him. Beautiful pass by Sacco. Beautiful pass. You couldn't throw it any better than that. Tell you what, he had his man beat by at least 4 or 5 yards on that one. And Sacco just threw it right into his hands. All right, we got extra point. I'll tell you, that was the best pass all day. That was really nice. Not if you're Bridgeton, though, but. All right, again, like we said in the opening there, he doesn't really miss. 47 for 49 last year. So you can count that one. So we got 38 seconds left in the first quarter, and Delran has taken a 14-0 lead over Bridgeton. Bridgeton had some good plays there, you know, on defense, but you can't let a receiver like that be that open. And the thing was, Sacco had not been real accurate up until then. He had thrown some passes, you know, just getting his feet wet out there. But after the year he had last year, you have to respect that arm, you know, for somebody that throws 713 yards, 15 TDs through the air. You got to respect that. All right, Shane Polina going to kick off for Delran. Let's see what we have back there. Oh, hey, just got tripped up there. Number 4 for Bridgeton on that. Stephen Little tried to make a move there. He probably, put his spike in the ground. He just slipped, went down. Nobody really tackled him there. So Bridgeton's going to start out. On the 22-yard line. All right, down 14-0. Got to get something going here. Single receivers, both sides. Shotgun formation. All right, going to bring up 2nd down and 8. All right, we got some help coming here. All right, that's going to be the end of the first quarter here at Rowan Stadium. Delran up 14-0 over the Bridgeton Bulldogs.
All right, back here at Wacker Stadium here with Delran leading 14-0 over Bridgeton. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. What's up there, Harry? Doing okay, buddy? Sounding good, partner.
Hanging in there.
Well, let's hope
I'll tell you what.
This game sounding is going to be a little closer than our previous game, that's for sure.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what. If the referees could keep their flags in the pocket, it'd be a better game already.
Yeah,
a lot of penalties.
Definitely one of the first, the first games. I had a game a couple days ago, and it was like that, especially early in the game.
Yeah, you got a lot of guys jumping up there on the line of scrimmage, just a little antsy.
Yep, absolutely. Well, everybody's starting the first game. It was planes, trains, and automobiles getting out of here from Wildwood, New Jersey this morning. Somebody lost their Sea-Doo on the back of their trailer on Route 47. I said, the water's that way. What are you doing over here? No wonder it's grounded. This is all pavement. You can't get on the water.
Crazy.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Shovel pass to the left. for a loss of about 2 or 3 right there.
Yeah. I'll tell you, they haven't really been able to get anything. That was McCoy on that one there. Bridgeton's just not really, in sync, it doesn't seem.
Well, they have a multifaceted offense right there, and it looks like, let's see who they have. All right, well, out over the ball is Dante Howell in the shotgun. Underneath handoff, gets a move, makes a move to the left. Nice, nifty running there on 3rd and long.
Yeah, VJ McCoy, I'll tell you, he's got some moves there that he's already had in this game. He's the kind of guy, if you don't take his legs out from underneath him, he's going to kill you.
Well, that was a nice job on 3rd and long. Just up, they're going to give him the first down.
Yeah.
And you see right there, when he made that first move, he was like stopped in the backfield. He made the first man move, put his foot in the ground, got upfield, and was just enough for that first down, which is huge because they had been punting from inside the 20-yard line. So a nice gain on 3rd down on a running play. Caught Delran a little bit by, I guess you could say, a little bit, by a surprise because it was 3rd and long with the run up the middle. But 1st and 10 now for Bridgeton. They're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 20, from the 33. Again, another handoff to McCoy. He gets hit in the backfield, gets hit again, spins and runs, makes a 2nd and 3rd man move. They're trying to strip the football. And the ball, they're saying it came out. Let's see if they stop the initial surge on that. Let's see.
I think it's going to be Bridgeton ball.
Well, let's see. Delran's doing what he's supposed to do. Somebody from Delran came out of the pile with that ball, but they called him down. But, man, McCoy did a nice job. That initial surge, again, hit him right in the backfield, but he made a spin move. Got hit again, made another spin move. Got that tackle, and really it looked like a loss of about 2. He actually picked up close to 7 yards. We'll call it 2nd and 3 from the 40-yard line. That's a long 3 from the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, if you don't take his legs out from him, he's going to keep making moves on you.
Yeah, they got to gang tackle him for sure.
He's the kind of guy you can't hit him high. You hit him high, he's going to keep going.
Well, he did just that again. Okay, now 2nd and a long 4. Single receiver to the right. Duo to the left. It's going to come here this way out to the right. He's got a man wide open. Really nice job that time. Great pass and a nice catch by Stephen Little. And what I like what Little did, he cut a split down, and as he came off the ball, he got into his DB, and he let the quarterback just throw that ball over the outside. You see that right outside the numbers? That's how you run a go route when you're inside on the left hash to the wide side of the field. Great job that time, pitch and catch. 1st and 10. That's a gain of about 23.
They needed that.
Yes, they did. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Bridgeton is on the move. Underneath handoff to McCoy. Another man miss, and he's got his foot in the ground straight up the field. Boy, is he elusive in that backfield. They must have had him on 3 straight runs in the backfield every single time he gets out of the tackle or he avoids the tackle. That time he avoids the tackle, made somebody grab an air, and McCoy picks up another big first down for Bridgeton.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you've got to grade him in the backfield because once he starts cutting, he's going.
McCoy back to pass. Here comes a blitz. He's got a man in the end zone, and he's got him. There's flags down. That looks like it's going to be pass interference on defense. We'll see what they call, but a nice job throwing the ball out there. Again, that was a go route to the wide side of the field. This time it came in. Looks like it was number 8. Looks like Jeremiah Barrett. We'll see. I can't really tell from they're the small numbers. What are they doing with those numbers out there?
8.
All right. I thought it was 8.
It's 8. I got my glasses on.
All right, we'll go with your glasses then. All right. All right, number 8 that time. You're right. Jeremiah Barrett, a real nice route. Again, man-to-man coverage in the secondary. They came with the all-out blitz. Good job of getting a little bit of protection, but he got hit after he threw the football, but he threw it to the outside again. Outside the numbers, that's how you throw a go route to the wide side of the field in single coverage. Let the man go under there. A little bit of pushing. They said a little bit of pushing. Yeah. You can see that. Pass interference. They'll pick the flag up.
Yep.
Touchdown, Bridgeton.
There you go. You can look at it right here on the replay. All right. Little bit of push off there. Could have been offensive interference.
Yeah,
on that one,
yeah,
right?
Or no call.
Or no call.
Yep.
All right.
But that's nice they gave Bridgeton the touchdown. They're on the board.
Ref couldn't see that hand on the bottom.
The snap and the hold is good. By the kicker, let's see. I think he's number. Let's give him a little props here. Who's that? 30. Let's say 33.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. Henry Morales. Well, Aseko. Let's give him that. All right.
Yep.
It's his first extra point of the year, first kick of the year, and it's good. So
we got a ball game now.
Bridgeton's now on the board, 14-7. Delran still leading with 8 minutes and 47 seconds to go. We'll take a break and we'll be right back.
Pride, passion, and persistence. These are the values that drive us all at Ron Jaworski Golf. We strive to deliver outstanding conditions as well as playability for golfers of all ages and abilities. Our championship golf courses offer a variety of challenges, from a link-style walk along the river to an escape into the pines and everything in between. My team at Ron Jaworski Golf is committed to delivering memorable experiences every single day. See all we do at ronjaworskigolf.com.
All right, the kickoff now for Bridgeton. It's long and it's a little short up the middle. The up man guy, it looks like number 12 that time for Delran. Is that right?
Yep, number 12 is correct.
All right. We'll go these numbers. You're right. They are a little difficult here on this program.
Yeah, because they're not in chronological order.
You are right.
You got to look
Holy
all over.
moly. All right, well, the return man that time was Dennis Forbes. Did a nice job getting upfield. So it's 1st and 10 now from the 38-yard line for Delran. So Bridgeton finally gets on the board. That's a nice little drive, too. That's almost a 70-yard drive by them. A nice, running in the first part of that drive, and then they pass it the last couple times. Real nice job offensively, and we have ourselves a ball game, 14-7. At least we know we're not going to have the running clock in the first half.
There you go.
All right, shotgun formation.
Oh.
Off the left tackle, handoff. Again, you're right with all the numbers there. I'm looking.
Number 5.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, he just broke free on that one. Here it is on the replay.
And here's the replay right here. Off the left tackle. Look at this. Underneath handoff. They pull the backside. You see at number 8? They pull him.
Yep.
And right off. It's a good job of blocking up front. If that receiver gets up into his man and a little stick and stay, he may have went for another 20, 30 yards. But nonetheless, a big gain on first down.
You got to thank your offensive line for that one.
No doubt about that. Nick Pean with the first down run of about 15 yards. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. And we got a timeout by Delran. We'll see if we're going to take a break or we're going to keep it here. All right, we'll take a quick break and we'll come right back to Wacker Stadium. Again, Delran up 14-7 over the Bridgeton Bulldogs.
It is known all over the Delaware Valley. Johnson's Popcorn on the Ocean City Boardwalk, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. You can get Johnson's Popcorn in individual servings all the way up to 3.5-gallon tins. Look for them in your favorite food market or party store. Johnson's Popcorn, 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 1-800-842-2676 and have your popcorn shipped to you. They're also online at johnsonspopcorn.com. Johnson's Popcorn, since 1940.
All right, 1st and 10 for Delran. They got a motion to the right. Now it's trips, a fake that way. And the quarterback takes it upside Sacco for a little draw on 1st and 10. Again, he tried to get the little, I guess you could say, get the defense leaning to his right, their left, with a little fake to the wide side of the field. He took it up the middle for about 8 yards, 7 yards?
Yeah, a lot of misdirection, if you'll see on Delran.
A good time by that Vinny Sacco on that play. Now it sets up a 2nd and, we'll say 2nd and 3. All right, they're out over the football again. All right, now Sacco's going to go under center. Sacco, he's got double receivers to the right and tight end to the right. So he's got trips to the right, single eye back, under center. You don't see that too often.
Nope.
A fake handoff. He's going to waggle to his right. Nice job defensively. They're man-to-man coverage. The ball's up there. It might be intercepted.
It is.
A nice job by the defense of Delran in man coverage. They hit Sacco. That was a little, what you call a naked boot, but he got hit right away. As soon as he came out of that handoff, he got met immediately with defense.
All right, let's
Look
get
at
the
replay.
number here on that interception.
Well, on the waggle, you see he got pressure right here. Now his man, he was looking for in the flat. He's covered, so he goes to the second read, and he's covered, but he threw it up. He should have threw that to the sideline or out of bounds.
That should have been out of bounds.
Looks like that's number 8 or
Number 8.
9.
Number 8.
Great job of catching that football.
Jeremiah Barrett.
Jeremiah Barrett goes up in high points. A nice job by our guys in the truck. Sean Kelly with that replay right on it. All right, 1st and 10 Bridgeton. They come right back onto the field from the 32-yard line. A shotgun center, under center. A little underneath handoff for minimal gain.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first times they stopped him that quickly.
You mean the running back that time,
Yeah.
McCoy?
Yeah, McCoy. It's about the first time they've stopped him for a short game like that.
Well, you know, they ran that where they take the backside guard, they pull him, they block him down, or they send a guy in motion, and that's deceptiveness is, you know, sometimes the linebackers follow the guard, and that time they did not, and they just stuffed him up in there. So it sets up a second. He still picked up 2 yards. 2nd and 8.
Yeah.
Again, shotgun, two backs in the backfield. Now he's got a fullback leading up there. Nice job of the block on the outside, and McCoy does the rest. Hey, nice job of staying behind his running back on that play, or his fullback on that play. That's the first time they went to a 2 running back set, split backs.
But I'll tell you what, if you're the defensive coordinator for Delran, you got to tell them guys, you got to tackle a little bit better. That's the guy who's going to get the ball. You got to hit him low. He just jukes and jukes right through there, and he's been picking up yardage every time he touches the ball.
That time he picked up about 11.
Got the first down.
So he sets up a 1st and 10, this time from the 47-yard line. Right, there's a momentary pause here. Okay, they're going to go back to that split back again. Shotgun formation, split backs. You got McCoy back there and also Jaden Barnett, 6 foot, 202 pounds, leading the way. Again, there's a split back. Barnett goes out and kind of kicks out the end. McCoy gets hit.
Yeah, not this time. Not this time.
Actually, a loss of about 2 or 3.
Yeah, they were on it this time. He actually bumped right into his own man on that before he could get to the outside.
Yeah, that was Barnett trying to make the kick-out block, but they had pressure up the gut and actually put Barnett into the backfield right into his own man.
Yeah.
So
no place to go.
Yeah. Delran's like, okay, you want to do that? Or Bridgeton's like, you want to do that 1 time, 2 times? Or Delran's like, okay, I'm gonna come up there now and I'm gonna stuff it. So now we'll see what Bridgeton can do, because they had a lot of success running the football, and then when they got stuffed, they ran those little out routes, or you can say the go route to get the man covered. Let's see if they come man or zone here. It looks like right now it looks like cover 2. So we'll see. All right, single back, trips to the left. They're going to pass. Nice pass, a little bit behind his receiver. Intended receiver is Jeremiah Russell running a slant route. He was open.
I'll tell you, he was open, all right, and that would have been a nice gain on that. Just a little bit behind him. Little bit behind him. Here we are on the replay. You can see it. He's got his man coming out there. He comes back a little bit for the ball. Just a little bit off on that one.
And you can see he had pressure when he threw that football. McCoy was sitting there trying to block. And
they'll go back to that.
Yeah, they will. He was wide open for sure. A little dump pass out to the right. Howell has got his man, but a good job defensively coming up there.
Yeah, number 8. Anthony Yates on the tackle there. Real nice open field tackle on that. They're not the easiest to make, especially when you got guys on Bridgeton who have some moves out there.
Yep. So we are 4th now. 4th and about 8. Looks like they're going to come out there and punt their football. 4th and 7, we'll say, from the 50-yard line. Looks like Bridgeton's going to go ahead and punt the football here. We'll see how they do here. This is their, this is their forte, but he's about 11 yards deep. Okay, see the snap. Up. Well, we got a penalty.
Yeah, I got a penalty. I'll tell you that, he looks like he's a little bit too close for me. That rush might have even got him there without the penalty. False start on the offense. So they're going to back him up another 5.
So the kicker was Jeremiah Barnett. He was going to try and punt the football, but the ball was snapped a little high and they had offside. But, you know, it looked like it looked like that they were going to try and come for that football. So we'll see if Delran's going to come for it again here. Now it's 4th and 12. There's a snap. A little bit of pressure. There was a holder. He shanked it.
Yeah.
And that was Omar Button. He actually tried. No, that
He actually kicked it right into his own man.
no, his man was right there. That ball was straight up in the air.
Yeah, right up.
Delran's going to get great field position.
Great field position. Great field position.
Now there's a flag down too. We'll see what happened. You can see that the umpire's going over to check with the referee to the sideline. Through the flag. You can see it's 14-7.
We had a couple of these already.
Yeah. I don't know. The ball was snapped. It was a high kind of floating snap, but he got the ball. He did not hit his man. He just punted. He just shanked it. So something like that. It could be. Let's see what the call is. This is interesting. It's going to be.
After the play, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 6, White. 15-yard penalty.
So that was on Omar Button, who had the penalty after the ball was punted, or a dead ball. So that's going to be added on to where that punt went, which was not very far. So, wow. So Bridgeton's going to get the football.
Delran's got it.
Let's see.
They're on a 20.
Oh my God. Yeah, Delran is on the 21-yard line right now. All right, 1st and 10. We'll sort it all out here. Trips to the left. Actually, it's another penalty. All right, well, first game jitters here. First game, first half jitters. Back judge called that. Might be
Defense, 12 players on the field.
Give him another 5.
Wow. All right, so you can see Delran is in their yellow jersey with the white hats and the white unis, and you got Bridgeton there in their away unis with the all white with the maroon trim. That you know, Bridgeton, that's what their unis been looking like for years. They're decked out, but now they got another penalty here with a substitution penalty. So now instead of 1st and 10, it's 1st and 5, and we're in the red zone. Ball sits at about the 16-yard line. All right, Harry, they came out with the same formation here, 2 and 2 with a single back out of the shotgun. And we'll see what they have in store here. The single back is now set here to Vinny Sacca. There's a snap, underneath handoff going from right to left. A nice move that time in the open field. A great tackle. Great tackle by number 1, Jeremiah Russell for Bridgeton. How'd you like that open field tackle? Wow.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, no doubt. That was tremendous.
Yep.
He still picked up about 8 yards. Look at the replay.
There it is, yeah.
So it's underneath handoff going from his right to left. Look at that.
There you go. Beautiful. Can't run if your legs are off the ground.
Well, and he made a nice move. They had a nice blocking up front. Don't take 8 yards every time, but if he doesn't make that tackle, he may walk in for 6. All right, 2nd and 2 from the 14-yard line. Delran, again, 2 and 2 formation, balance, single back, Sacca in the shotgun. Looks like Bridgeton's in man-to-man coverage in the secondary. Motion. Fake the underneath handoff. Sacca's going to take it. Good job of Bridgeton snuffing that out, Harry.
Yeah, they had that well covered. I think he might have made the wrong decision on that. I think he should have handed it off.
Yeah, that's one of those, you can check one of those reading, check with me, whatever you want to call that. And that time there, he elected to keep it instead of giving it. He read the end, and the end made a nice job coming off that, I guess you could say that read, that fake.
Yeah.
And only gained him about 1. So 3rd and a long 2, we'll say, from the 8-yard line, the 12-yard line. Eye back, power back. Then he tries to draw him offside, and he does. You got to say, when you're at 3rd and short or inside the 5-yard line, you got to tell your guys up front, watch the football, watch the heart count. That happens all the time.
That's a big mistake there.
Yeah. Dead ball. So now instead of a 3rd down play, now you got a 1st and goal from the 8. And now you got 4 plays inside the red zone or inside the 10-yard line.
Changed the whole complexion of that.
Now you got your whole playbook.
Yeah.
Or your whole goal line playbook, you should say.
That's it. And the way they've been going, that's a real bad mistake if you're Bridgeton.
Yep. Well, Delran leading 14-7 with 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go here. Got ourselves a ball game. A lot of penalties. So we'll see if Delran can take advantage of it. They got trips to the right. Underneath motion. Fake. Sacker going to keep it right up the gut.
Right up the gut. Great read.
Nobody touched it. Great read, right?
Great read on that by him. Everybody went with the halfback on that. He just put it in there, took it back out of him, and there was a big hole right up the middle.
And you see the replay right here. They went
Yep.
the motion underneath. Watch the fake. The fake, all that motion goes to the left.
See?
Look at they
Yeah,
even pulled
look
the
at everybody
backside guard.
went.
Yep, you see that? They pulled the backside guard. Really did a good job of deception. He doesn't get hit till the goal line.
No.
Well, you guys,
Not at all.
I think
That's
Harry,
a
you could have
great
ran
play.
through that hole.
Yeah, I think I've been able to do it.
I think so too. I'm going to push you a little bit. All right, here we go. Out of the hold of, let's see, the kicker is number 18. I like to give him again. It's not in a set like this, so we'll give him props. But 18's the kicker, and the holder is. We'll come back with all these names on here. I know we tried to get him, but the holder is the kick is good.
Yeah, he's 47 for 49 last year.
Is that right? We'll make her 3 for 3 right now as they go up 21-7 over Bridgeton. Delran leading with 2 minutes and 48 seconds to go here in the first half. We'll be back right after these messages.
Pride, passion, and persistence. These are the values that drive us all at Ron Jaworski Golf. We strive to deliver outstanding conditions as well as playability for golfers of all ages and abilities. Our championship golf courses offer a variety of challenges from a link-style walk along the river to an escape into the pines and everything in between. My team at Ron Jaworski Golf is committed to delivering memorable experiences every single day. See all we do at ronjaworskigolf.com.
Whoever you are, whatever you like, there's a place where memories become traditions. So this summer, come on down and enjoy all that's fun at the shore. Plan today and book your vacation in America's greatest family resort. Ocean City, New Jersey. We're less than a tank of gas away.
All right, we're back here at Rowan University, and our gentleman Shane Pillane, who just made that extra point, kicks off, and it's an onside kick, a little pooch. They picked it up from Bridgeton, rolling from his right to his left. He's going across the formation. Now he cuts it up in. So he ran about 40 yards straight across, and he got about 3 or 4 yards up the middle. But he was trying to get to the wall. You see that? The wall was set up to the left, but the ball was pooched to the right. So he's trying to get over there. But a good job of Delran with their kickoff coverage, and no big gain there. But they get now Bridgeton gets the ball 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line.
Yeah, they changed that up a little bit because all the other kickoffs, they were broken by, Bridgeton. They got really big returns on each one, so they decided, well, we'll just kick it short, make the tackle. We got a 14-point lead. We don't need a run back.
That's right. And now if you're Bridgeton, you want to make sure you can hold the clock here and hold the ball, run the clock. All right, they got trips to the left, single receiver to the right, single back too, out of the shotgun. Looking to pass, get a little bit of pressure late. He's rolling to his right, pick up some time. The ball's thrown a little bit behind number 4, Stefan Little, but there's a penalty on the play. We'll see what that is.
It's right back in the line.
Thank you.
Could be a hold. Yep, it is.
Is that a hold? Well, Dante Howe was trying to roll to his right. He got pressure, and here's the penalty.
Number 7 to the offense, 10-yard penalty. Remains on the ground.
All right, they got Terrion McGriff, the 6'2", 295-pound tackle, with the hold. So now it'll set up a 2nd and long, 2nd and 10. I'm sorry, 2nd and 20. That's 2nd and North Wildwood.
Yeah, you can tell this is the first game. There's
Yeah,
a
for
lot
sure.
of penalties, all right, especially in the line there.
All right, 2nd and 10, or 2nd and 20. Howell's out over. You got shotgun. And you got, let's see, trips to the short side of the field out of the shotgun. Looks to pass. Howell right up the gut. Actually, he's looking for a go route. That was miscommunication there. His receiver ran a dig route.
Right.
Booting on the upside, and they ran what you call like a slant flat, but that time it was a dig out, and he thought his receiver was going to run a go route.
Yeah, they definitely weren't on the same page on that one.
Yep.
Especially when you see the ball sailing about 20 feet over his head.
He's fortunate that wasn't intercepted too, because the closest, I can say, closest player to that football was a DB for Bridgeton. I'm sorry, for Delran. Yep. All right. So Bridgeton 2nd and 20, with 2 minutes and 26 seconds to go here in the first half.
They don't want to give the ball back.
No, you're exactly right. So they got to be careful. So they're gonna chuck the ball 3 times. They're gonna get the ball back with 2 minutes to go. So Al over center, shotgun formation, hands it off again to his running back McCoy, and you can see every time he gets hit, first thing he does is spin. You see that?
Yes, he does.
Nobody gets a shot on him. Nobody gets a clean shot. He's always spinning or being elusive. He doesn't want to take that hit, but he's also breaking out of tackles. That time McCoy gets hit, but he still picks up about 4 yards.
Yeah, he's a hard guy to tackle because you don't get him on, you're grabbing for air when he makes that spin move.
Yep.
Jack turned on the tackle. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 16.
All right, you heard that from our announcer here. 3rd down and 16. Yep. Long way to go. Now, see, they're taking their time there. You see what they're doing?
Yeah.
It's
and they don't want to give the ball back to them.
Exactly right. They don't want to give it back here. So I'm guessing they're probably going to run this football again. That's my guess. We'll see. Or maybe a little screen pass. No, they're going to run it underneath. Again, hand off to McCoy going for his right foot. He makes a guy miss in the secondary. Oh, and later, man, he steps back. Did you see that? Oh, my goodness gracious, McCoy.
I'll tell you what, he just break tackles like crazy.
And the guy's actually holding his ankle. I mean, I'm not kidding you. You can see right there. Here's the replay right here, Harry.
Yeah. Boom. 1, 2, 3.
I mean, do you see that?
I'll tell you what, he's just tough to bring down. I mean, he's just so quick, and he goes in and out of that. He doesn't run straight. You don't get a clear shot on him.
What I like about him, too, is when he makes the play right there, he actually hits his foot in the ground, and he doesn't lose any energy. I mean, he hits it. He's off to the race as soon as he hits, and we got another flag down.
Yeah, we got a flag down from
Let's see what the
somebody.
All right, so let's just face it. So Bridgeton was out over the football. They were going to hurry up. Delran didn't like it, so Delran called timeout.
Right.
And as they called timeout and walking to the sideline,
somebody must have said something to somebody.
Right. Let's see what now. It looks like the umpire is actually going to the Bridgeton sideline to see maybe if they want to take the penalty or not. Let's see.
Yeah, you don't know.
This is odd here.
Yeah, you don't know if he's talking to him about if his player said something or what.
Yeah.
All we know is like there was no play on there. They're picking up the flag. But they're not giving any signal whether they, are going to do a penalty there or just nothing.
All right, so you see is what we're doing here. I mean, we'd like to go to a break, but we can't because we don't know what's going to happen here. All right, they're coming back.
He's picking up the ball.
It's going to go against Bridgeton, looks like.
Yeah, looks like it's against Bridgeton. Okay.
Right, did you hear that? That was unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, I had
number 6. So that's Omar Button. He's actually he's a receiver and a quarterback.
Yeah.
That's really odd.
He must have said something, yelled something at somebody or whatever.
Yeah, let's see maybe we can get that at halftime. But that was definitely odd. But so instead of being like first and short or first and 10, now it's going to be first and looks like 20 from the 41-yard line. Here we go. A lot of organization skills being applied in the first half. All right, here we go. Out of the shotgun, he's looking to pass, looking to maybe dump off the screen. He's got pressure up the middle. He's rolling to his right by time.
Oh.
Just out of the outstretched hands of Tahir Thompson, who was running a diagonal.
He had his man beat.
Yes, he did. They were in man. Looked like they were in combo covers that time. But a nice job of Delran staying with their receiver, who's running that long over route, just out of his reach. So it sets up a 2nd and 20.
Oh, we got 1:13. So
yeah, plenty of time.
Yeah, plenty of time to score, but you don't want to give. Looks like you're not going to be able to give the ball back to Delran unless they stop the clock.
Yep. All right, so let's see. We got trips to the left. Actually, we got 2 and 2. We got 2 in the backfield. A power eye underneath to McCoy again. Great job of blocking at this point of attack. Now he's got to look but get to the sideline. Ooh. All right, so they're going to call him inbounds. He did not get to the sideline, but he picked up about 8 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 12, and a running clock here. They got to hurry up again. He needs to understand when it gets to the sideline like that.
Nate Marte on that tackle. He dumped him.
All right, they're going split backs again. Howell out of the shotgun again. He hands it off to McCoy going right up the middle. He makes somebody miss again, but they were able to get his legs that time.
Yeah, they probably wanted to see if they could get the first down and then maybe call a timeout, but now they're probably not going to do that.
I have 3rd down here, and they have 4th down. So this is odd right now.
It's been that way the whole game.
So this is odd.
It is 4th.
They're going to go. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Looks like. See, I think he thinks it's 3rd down too. Oh, he's
Got him.
pressured. Hey, right up the gut that time. They came up the gut with a little stunt, and they got Howell in the backfield before he hit his.
Giovanni
and now we got
Marshall.
another penalty flag. I have no idea what's going on now. They know it's 3rd down over there, and they're complaining because it says 4th down.
Yeah, well, you know, if you're looking to the sideline over there, he's got 4th. Let's see what they've got.
And it's interesting because as the players were running to the sideline for Delran, I guess they were hooting.
Oh, no. He makes the big sign. It's going to be an unsportsmanlike on Delran.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But what was the sportsman like? What did he do? Oh, he made the arrow?
He made the arrow.
Oh, here we go. Here's the replay.
Here's
As
the
he's
arrow.
coming to the sideline.
There it is. Number 55.
Yep, I don't know. I guess you can't be too excited there on the sideline.
No. He was on the field going off to the sideline, but you can't do that. That's unsportsmanlike.
Yep. All right, so they got him on that. So now, I don't know, is that going to be an automatic first down? We're going to see. Here we go.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 55.
All right, so there you go. Unsportsmanlike conduct on number 55.
Right.
So it was after the play. So they're gonna put the yards on that after the play. Now again, they're still, looks like the coaches for Bridgeton are still talking about, if I'm them too, they're saying that it's 3rd down because if you look at remember the plays,
Yeah.
it was a running play,
Yeah.
a running play and a pass play.
It was. The guy made the mistake over there on the marker.
That's what I
the
think,
second.
too.
That's the second time.
Unless there was a loss of a down when
No,
or
there
a
wasn't.
penalty. I know there was a penalty. So all right, nonetheless, they got it straightened out. It's 1st and 10 for Delran from the 41-yard line. They have all of 13 seconds. And I think 1 timeout. I think they're just going to take the knee here.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's it.
All right, with them leading by 14, they don't want to take any chances. So an interesting first half, going back and forth. We got some scoring, but at least we don't have a running clock here from Wacker Stadium here. At the Battle of the Beach from Rowan University, we have Delran 21, the Bridgeton Bulldogs 7. We'll be back right after these messages with some wordings and some stats for the second half as well. Be right back.
It is known all over the Delaware Valley. Johnson's Popcorn on the Ocean City Boardwalk, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. You can get Johnson's Popcorn in individual servings all the way up to 3.5-gallon tins. Look for them in your favorite food market or party store. Johnson's Popcorn, 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 1-800-842-2676 and have your popcorn shipped to you. They're also online at johnsonspopcorn.com. Johnson's Popcorn, since 1940.
Whoever you are, whatever you like, there's a place where memories become traditions. So this summer, come on down and enjoy all that's fun at the shore. Plan today and book your vacation in America's greatest family resort. Ocean City, New Jersey. We're less than a tank of gas away.
Pride, passion, and persistence. These are the values that drive us all at Ron Jaworski Golf. We strive to deliver outstanding conditions as well as playability for golfers of all ages and abilities. Our championship golf courses offer a variety of challenges from a link-style walk along the river to an escape into the pines and everything in between. My team at Ron Jaworski Golf is committed to delivering memorable experiences every single day. See all we do at ronjaworskigolf.com.
All right, here we go. ready to start the second half. This is Bill Osborne with Harry Sachs. Welcome aboard.
Here we go.
Second half, getting ready to start. It's 21-7. Kickoff straight ahead to Bridgeton. The number there looks like it was number 13 for Bridgeton. We'll give him some props. That was Steve Sadler on the return. Let's give him like 13 yards going from his left to his right. Yeah. And 1st and 10 for the Bridgeton Bulldogs at the 30-yard line. What do you think there, Harry? What do you got for the second half, buddy?
I'll tell you what, they made a little corrections, Delran, on the kickoffs because they've been getting more yardage than that every time. Bridgeton, that's been their highlight so far.
Is that right?
Yeah, except for that touchdown pass.
All right, so Bridgeton now is going to start here with down by 14.
Yep.
1st and 10 out of the shotgun. Again, hand off to McCoy, and that time he's met right in the backfield. Wow, was that a hit?
I'll tell you what, he was going no place on that one. That's probably the worst carry he's had all game.
Yeah, and you see there's a lot of pressure on him up the middle, a lot of pressure. But he's doing a nice job stepping out of a lot of that pressure, but not that time. 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Rolling to his right. He got a little bit of hold there. They were yelling for the hold. Howell going to his right, and he's met for about a 4-yard gain, but a lot of pressure. Howell didn't have anybody. He's looking for the go route to his left down the sideline, but was covered up.
Yeah.
Tucking around. What do you see there?
They were right on him that time. He really didn't have a chance to look down the field at his receiver. He was running for, his life.
All right, 3rd and 10 now for the Bridgeton Bulldogs. Down 21, or down by 14. They have 7 with a running clock of under 11 minutes. Hal, go to the sideline to get the plays, which we see that a lot here over the weekend, first game. So you got 3rd and 10 here. They've had some success running those go routes. Let's see if Delran comes out in that man or a zone. Looks like right now they're going cover 2. Yep, cover 2. That's what it looks like right here. Hal, got trips to the right, or actually double receivers right. Again, it goes to McCoy underneath with that handoff. Nothing doing there. Who got him in the backfield? That looked like number 73.
73. Yep. Delran.
Nice job at the point of attack.
Yeah, Caleb Sanderson on that. There. I'll tell you what, they're just going to hit him whether he has the ball or not.
Well, they like that underneath handoff. There's not much deception. I don't think Bridgeton, you like to see your team come out with some adjustments, but I guess they got into a 3rd and long. They want to take a chance backed up. And McCoy's been able to step out of a lot of those hits early on, but he wasn't able to do it in that series. So it sets up a 4th and 13. They're going to punt the football. Not a good snap, but he gets it away. Looks like not a very good kick, but at least it's down the field a little bit. And he gets about, maybe about 20 yards down to the 46-yard line of Delran, 1st and 10.
They need some work on their punting, team there.
I would say
I don't know. He's really up close to the line, maybe because the snapper can't get it back that far. I don't know what the problem is, but that's going to have to be something they're going to correct, or they're going to, it's going to come back to haunt them all year.
Well, a lot of high school teams don't like to punt, but when you get in a situation like that, that really hurts you because now your defense is coming out and you're giving up the short field. A lot of these close games are the long field. When you only have to go 50 yards, your whole playbook is now open. When you get backed up to the 20, you can only run a little bit of your playbook. So now it's wide open. 1st and 10, they got trips receivers to the right, double tight. And we got movement again up front. This time, who do you got here, Harry? What do you see?
I don't know about this. When you got, it's not moving the ball. I guess they picked up the flag.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. All right, so Vinny Sacca out over center, actually in the shotgun again, single back. That time he hands the ball off to his running back, going from his right to his left. That is Nick Peave with the carry. Of about, we'll give him about 2.
Yeah, that's about it.
So it sets up a 2nd and 8.
2-yard gain on the play, 2nd down and 8.
From the 49-yard line, Delran leading 21-7 here as we start the 3rd quarter from Rowan College at the Battle of the Beach tournament. Glad to have you aboard. Bill Osborne along with Harry Sachs. Beautiful Sunday day. All right, little counter, a little reverse action. He's trying to get Pete again, going from his right to his left, but a great job of the Bulldogs.
Number 3.
Running to that football. to make the tackle for a loss.
Terrence Bryant, you got to give him props on that. That was a great tackle there.
That was a loss of 2, Harry.
Yeah, if you're Bridgeton, this is the way you want to come out. Now don't let them. You didn't have the great punt. All right, make them punt it to you. 3rd down situation. All right.
Yeah.
We see it on the replay. All right. They pulled the guy coming around their end there. Got him by the shirt and hold him just up enough to his help could come on that. You know what I mean?
Tried to get outside. Vinny Saka, or actually Peen, trying to do what McCoy does for Bridgeton, but wasn't able to get to the outside. Now you're setting up a 3rd and long situation. You got an ace formation, single back, Saka on his Saka. Sidecar to his right. Looks like they're going to play zone. Looks like cover 2. He got a man in motion going to his right. Here's that slip screen, the bubble screen.
Nope.
Trying to make a guy miss. He does. Makes 3 guys miss and gets upfield. Nice job that time by the Justin Mary out there to the outside. The first time we called his name all half or all game. Nice job on 3rd and long. He picks up about 8 yards.
Bridgeton had that covered.
Yeah.
They had that covered. They should have got him back. You're seeing on the replay here, they had it covered. They just missed tackles. Missed tackles. He got ahead of steam up and made it,
I was going to say, that receiver did a nice job too.
Yeah.
All right, so now it looks like they're going to go for it on 4th and 3. Now, if you are Bridgeton, their coaches should be yelling, watch the football, watch the football, watch the football. We'll see if we get them a hard count. At least try it. They got trips to the right. Actually, single formation. You got ace formation, motion from right to left. Handoff, quarterback's going to take it right up the gut. Vinny Saka only needs 3 yards.
Got it.
Gets that and then some. If you're the end right there, you're in a bind because you got the pitch man or the underneath handoff, and you got to watch the quarterback if the linebacker doesn't come off. And that time he did not. He got a block by the guard or the center was able to reach block him. That gave Saka plenty of room to pick up the 1st down.
So what he did was he didn't tackle anybody.
Yeah, he's what you call like in tennis. You're in no man's land. You're not at the baseline. You're at the net. You're nowhere. You're right in the middle, and you got no chance of getting a return. And that time they had no chance of making a tackle for a 4th down stop. Instead, Delran picks up a much-needed 1st down here in the first drive of the second half. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Delran out again, ace formation, 2 and 2. Saka back to pass, steps up, gets some pressure on the outside, makes a little juke move, makes the linebacker miss, makes another guy miss, and he's got it pulling ahead of Steve. Look at that, boom, boom, bam! I feel like a Batman and Robin out there with the boom, boom, bam. That time he makes a guy miss, hit a couple guys, big 1st down game. Saka looked like a pinball machine on that.
Yeah,
that shows pinball, I should say.
That shows you why he had 700 yards from scrimmage last year.
There you go.
You see it right there.
Look at it right here. You see it.
He's a running back.
Yeah. Well, he's first. He's looking for his man downfield.
Yeah.
You got to give Bridgeton a lot of credit that everybody covered up.
Yeah.
But that's what you call making. I used to tell my quarterbacks, when you have a play breakdown, be happy. I'm like, what do you mean? Be happy because then you can show your athleticism.
Yep.
Then you go out there and ad-lib a little bit, and that's what Saka did. Picked up the 1st down. I did a lot of ad-libbing growing up, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, you saw me play a little bit.
Yep.
All right, another 1st down for Delran. This time underneath handoff to Nick Peen.
Yep.
He picks up. All right, about 3 or 5 yards.
Hey, they got a nice drive going here. It's a way to come out, right here. You got the control of the game. All right, run the ball. Clock's running.
Well, that's the key.
You're gaining everything.
That's exactly what I was going to say. So you got the lead. So there's no real worry about you. You don't mind. You don't mind if they get the 1st down here on 4 or 5 yard gains. You don't have to pick up big chunks.
Nope.
As long as you're moving the clock or moving the chains, and that's what they're doing
moving
here.
the chains.
All right, 2nd and 5, much manageable 2nd and 5 from the looks like the 19-20 yard line. We'll say.
Yep.
They have looks like a wing back to the left, single running back. That time again, the Nick Peen did a nice job. See how low he got? That's what you call getting skinny in the hole. Harry, that's what you call getting skinny in the hole. He got pressure. He sat down, made a guy miss, did a little stutter step, got north and south, and picked up another 1st down.
Yeah. That's all effort on his. Here you see the replay here. All right. He's coming down. There's nothing there. Boom, you got to cut it outside. All right. Nothing there. I found another hole. He just found every hole that they had in that defense.
That's it. Nice run.
Really great run.
All right, now it's 1st and goal for Delran. As you said, they had to go to short field, and they're taking advantage of it. They're not in any hurry. They got split backs out of the shotgun. Vinny Saka, the quarterback. for Delran, barking the signals. Oh, he's back to pass. He's going to run a slant route. Oh!
That was dangerous.
Yes. Well,
Very.
His receiver ran the slant, and the DB to that side,
He jumped it.
and
He
he
jumped it.
undercut it. And there you see him right there. That's
Yeah.
look at the DB
Yeah.
that time for Bridgeton.
Yeah, absolutely. He's back. All right, the ball's thrown, and he just cuts right in front of him. All right. He had a better shot at the ball than the receiver did.
That was cover 2, and that's Stephen Little, who's a DB to that side. He was sitting right there. That's his spot. That's his corner. And what he did, as soon as the ball was snapped, he took his eyes right at the running or quarterback. He read the quarterback's eyes the entire time. As soon as that ball was thrown, you're right. He jumped it.
He was lucky that wasn't picked
You're
off.
exactly right. Very lucky. All right. They just reset it. There's a mulligan for Sakis. Setting up 2nd and 8 again. Now they're going to shift. They got a wing back to the right. They shift the running back to its left. And they're going to underneath handoff, a little crisscross. And we got a touchdown.
Yep.
Nice job on the outside that time by Delran. Just running. And that time there was a running back. That was number 12.
Number 12.
That's Dennis Forbes.
Yep.
Great job on that crisscross. Here's the replay.
There he
Watch.
is.
He's to hit the quarterback's left. Look at that. He's on the Sakis left. And they have the other running back come up, and he cuts back.
You know, he cut back really good against the grain, all right? And that's the way he make guys miss.
I like the design of that play. They had the wing back, and here we go out of the hold. And the placement, we have the kicker. We gave him some credit last time, too. It's up, and it's good. Good job of holding that time. Shane Polina, the kicker, kicks it through for another extra point, and they now lead 28-7.
He's adding to those 47 that he had last year.
There you go.
And 4 for 4 today. Way to start off.
Well, you like to see that. Shane Polina did a very nice job on the extra point, and they had him on the receiving on that too. So he's out there doing extra coverage. But you know, if you're Delran, you got the short field from Bridgeton. If you're Bridgeton, you got to take advantage of it. They did come out to the 50-yard line, and then they got a penalty, went back, and their punting unit really hurt them again.
But still, if I'm in the film room on Monday, I want to show Sacco about how he almost threw that interception there.
Yeah.
All right. That's one you got to write down on the paper. Even though you're having a good game, that could have been really a bad decision on your part.
And Sacco last year, he's a very good baseball player.
Yeah.
He's comes from one of the top baseball families. We know you've heard that name before.
Yes.
The Sacco name.
Yep.
Last year he threw for 1,200 yards and 16 touchdowns and ran for 713. So he's a veteran. And there's Polina kicking off. A little squib kick to the left again, or actually long out to the left.
Oh.
And a nice return before he gets upended. A big hit that time. Big hit.
By number 10, not the biggest guy on the field. All right.
Tackled by Danny Cooney.
Danny Cooney. Special teams, the great play there.
Well, that time Matthew Shelton was the one who returned that kick, and he got hit pretty hard.
Yeah.
So now if you're Bridgeton, you're down now again 21 points. You got to come out and you got to play with a little bit lights on fire. I mean, there's plenty of time, 4 minutes and 44 seconds, but you're down by 3 scores.
Yeah, you can't be running the ball here.
Right.
You got to throw the ball.
If you're going to run, you still got to hustle off to the line of scrimmage. You're going to try and get these plays off and move your offense, get into a nice little rhythm here. 1st and 10. Bridgeton underneath the handoff again to Howe. Hands off to Isaac McCoy again.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, there's your guy. And if you're Delran right now, you are literally just keying on McCoy because he knows he's going to get the ball most of the time.
You're going to tackle him every time, whether he's got the ball or not.
Yeah, if they fake the ball, if I would tell my guys, listen, go up there and tackle him.
Yep, that's
matter.
it. Yeah, he's the biggest threat they've got, so you might as well take a shot at him. Not going to get a penalty for attacking a runner, you know.
No, not if there's a fake.
That's it. There's a fake, you hit him.
All right, Hal out over. You got 2 receivers to the right, and you got a tight end to the left too. So base 2 and 2. Hal's looking right down the middle, and he's got his man to the 50, to 40, out to the 35. Tackle on the 30-yard line. Jarrell Burks with a nice catch right up the right hash. Wide open, right past the linebacker in front of the safety. Very nice job of Hal sitting in the pocket, looking the safety off, and delivering a strike.
I'll tell you, he's got a great arm, all right? accuracy's a little bit, off in this game, but that one was right on the numbers.
Yep, and that was a big gain on first down. Completely reversed the field. Bridgeton now on the move. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Howe in the shotgun. He's got an ace formation, 2-2, single back. McCoy. Looks like Bridgeton or Delran is in cover 2 defense. Howe back to pass again. He's got his guy coming down the sideline again. This time it's to the other side.
Oh.
And he was open. I don't know what happened right there. It looks like Zaire Thompson. He should have caught that football if you ask me. Well, yeah, maybe he didn't see it. And there's a penalty anyway, but
You had 2 guys going in the same area on that one now.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know,
I don't know who he was throwing to.
I don't know if we have a replay or not.
And a penalty now to boot. So it would have been for naught anyway.
Yep. But I like that play. They now against cover 2, you got to be careful going down the hash. But if you look at it right here, watch what he's doing. This time he has the guy on the left hash, right up the rail, and he's got plenty of time. And watch this. I just think he may have maybe not seen the football on that play because it bounced right at his legs. And maybe it looks closer on a video on the TV like that than it really was.
He could have made an adjustment, it looked like, when
Possibly.
you're watching it on the TV.
Yeah, possibly. But again, nonetheless, it was a penalty. So now it's 1st and 20.
It would have been for
2-2. Shotgun formation. Howe. Here comes the blitz. Looks like that. They're bringing pressure. Howe sees it. Rolls to his left. Does a nice job of picking up about 6 yards. Now, I don't know why they're keeping the clock running because he ran out of bounds.
Right. Should be stopped now.
You would think. I have no idea why they just called that.
Why are they running the clock?
I have no idea. He just ran a 6-yard run. He just ran out of bounds. Now, he got hit, but he was angling for the sideline the whole time.
Well,
that makes no sense to me.
No. I'm looking at it. Just keep going down.
They did stop the clock now.
Now they stopped it.
That was
they
odd.
lost about 10 seconds.
Maybe there's something that we don't know about the how they keep the clock going. I'm not sure, but nonetheless,
Not something
5-yard
I've seen
gain.
before.
Yep, 2nd and 15. And still now you got ace formation, which is 2-2 again. Or you go 22, single back, shotgun. Howe barking the signals, gets a snap, straight back, looking again down the field. He's got his man wide open down the sideline.
Picked off.
Now, picked up by Delran down the sideline. Interception. And they're hooting and hollering. I'm going to tell you one thing right now.
Yeah.
That receiver let his man down.
Yep.
He should have went up and made that hit. Yeah, when the ball's up in the air, you got to go get it. If you can't watch, here's the replay.
Yeah.
Here's what I don't
Number
like.
10.
So
He should have-
they run a wheel route. So they ran it right down the sideline. Inside guy ran an inside route. Now look, the ball's up in the air. He kind of stopped running. When that ball's up in the air, you got to go now. You got to be the DB. You got to go up and you got to knock that ball down, intercept, whatever you can do. You can't just run past the DB and say, go get the ball. And at the very least, you got to make the tackle.
Right.
You can't just run into the end zone like, whoa, how come you didn't throw the ball to me?
Yeah. Now that's something you're gonna watch that film and
No
you're gonna
doubt.
have to take him aside and tell him about that. I'd be getting on him.
No doubt. And I was a quarterback and a receiver and a DB, and I'm telling you right now, the one thing I always told my receivers, if you can't catch the football,
Make
they
sure
don't catch
they
it
don't.
either.
They don't
You
either.
either knock it down or you make a tackle. And that was not a very good play by his teammate.
No.
Now, should he have thrown it really a little bit shorter? Maybe. But it wasn't that bad of a play. If I was a receiver, I want my quarterback to throw the ball up in the air. But nonetheless, a turnover. Delran makes the interception. They got 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. And there's a timeout now.
Not sure why.
Well, Delran called the timeout. I think that the play clock was coming down. So, yep,
Yeah.
Delran called the timeout. And
I'll tell you, that's a really bad break for Bridgeton. They had a nice little drive down there. Maybe they could have gotten the end zone.
Ron Jaworski Golf. You got golf on the brain? I know I do. There is no better time to golf than now. And there's no better membership option out there than the Ron Jaworski Golf Eagle Pass membership. Go to ronjaworskigolf.com and learn how you can belong to 7 courses for the price of 1. Yep, you heard that correctly. 7 courses for the price of 1. The golf membership is an amazing value with great variety that allows playing privileges to individual, family, and corporate memberships at all of Jaworski's award-winning golf courses. And if you know anything about Ron, it's going to be first class all the time, and his team is first class as well. So get out there, ronjaworskigolf.com, and tell them that Harry and Ozzy sent you. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Saka calling the signals out of the shotgun. Oh, they're running back around the wrong way. But look at Saka. Did a nice job with the fake, and he takes it anyway, and he picks up 3 or 4 yards. You see that? That was a busted
Yeah, he was
play.
looking for somebody, and he wasn't there.
Yep.
You know?
A busted play, the running back just went the wrong way. That's the first game that happens.
Yeah.
But Saka just said, you know what? That's what a smart quarterback does.
I'll take it up
Exactly
myself.
right. I'll get a couple yards, no problem at all.
Yeah, and he had only 730 last year, so he's not bad of a runner either.
No, he's a very capable runner, no doubt about that. All right, here we go again. Let's see. Now it's second and we'll say about 8. 22, or you can say ace formation, single, running back to the right. Saka, back to pass, little pump move. He's got an out and up, and he's got his receiver.
He's got a man.
Nice catch out there by Justin Mary. And what I like about that, the adjustment. That's what you call. We call readjust, or
Yep.
we always call readjust. In other words, you're looking over your right shoulder,
Yeah,
your left
watch.
shoulder. Watch this.
Right there.
And now went to your right.
DBs didn't even react. He was the only one that reacted to that ball being where it was. They don't see the ball.
Well, if you're a receiver right there, you got to clap your hands right there because the ball was a little bit underthrown. Again,
Yeah.
It was over his other shoulder. And if you're Saka, when your running back comes, or when your receiver comes back, Justin Mary, you say, hey, thank you. Good job at readjusting when the ball's in the air.
Defensive backs never saw the ball. They had their back turned to it the whole time. Got to see that ball.
All right, now Saka under center. Motion man, bubbles back. He's going to run the pitch to the wide side of the field. That's snuffed out. Bridgeton said, no, not this time.
Yeah, number 5. Zaire Thompson on that tackle there.
Great job of Jareer
Yeah.
Thompson coming up there. When you're to that side, you see that motion coming. He did a great job. He didn't stay back. He went up and shot up there and said, you know what? You're not coming outside of me.
No.
That's for darn sure. Great job.
Now that really helps. They want to get the ball back. There's still time in this game here.
So bring up second down at 15.
I guess they adjusted the clock. It's correct now. They did something happened before.
All right, 41 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Little shift. Now Saka was playing wide receiver, and then he cuts back in there. This is a little bit of a Saka actually is under center this time. Little waggle route to the right. Great job down the field. And there his man again is Justin Mary. Catches the ball, comes back, makes a guy miss, and he's in for 6.
Nobody on him. Pitch and catch.
Real nice pitch and catch, but
That's
a
it.
really well-designed play. Saka with a great
There it is.
watch Saka out of the shot or out of underneath center. They don't do that too much. Fake the handoff and then rolls to his right. He's got a man in the flat. That's a little flood formation. You got a man short, intermediary, and you have a man long, and you just see who the receiver is. That time he picked up Mary. And in for 6. Made it look easy that time, Harry.
Yeah, it's very easy. Plus, he had him even after he caught the ball. He had a blocker to help him get in the end zone there.
Yep.
Thank him for that too. Give him a little assist on that.
Little bit of love. All right.
Yep.
Here's the extra point out of the snap, the hold. And the kick is good.
Oh, nope.
No, it's no good. Oh, he hit the upright.
Hit
Look
the
at that.
upright.
We were saying he's automatic almost,
Yeah.
Harry. You were saying he's automatic.
Yeah, he was 47 for 49 last year, 4 for 4 today.
I think you jinxed him, Harry. When a guy has a no-hitter, you can't talk about it.
Yeah,
And
I know.
think
That's
you kept
it.
talking about he was automatic. You jinxed him, Harry.
That's it.
Holy mackerel.
I talked about him in the beginning of the game. I shouldn't have brought him up again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shouldn't have brought him up again.
Well, that's all right.
Sorry, buddy.
They still got the lead. 34-7 here with 22 seconds to go in the third quarter. Delran over Bridgeton here at the Battle on the Beach in Glassboro, New Jersey at Rowan College. We'll be right back.
Pride, passion, and persistence. These are the values that drive us all at Ron Jaworski Golf. We strive to deliver outstanding conditions as well as playability for golfers of all ages and abilities. Our championship golf courses offer a variety of challenges from a link-style walk along the river to an escape into the pines and everything in between. My team at Ron Jaworski Golf is committed to delivering memorable experiences every single day. See all we do at ronjaworskigolf.com.
All right, here we go. Back here. Delran kicking the ball off. A little squib kick to Bridgeton. Up, they mishandle it. Ball goes back to the back line. That picks up at the 20-yard line out to the 25 to 30 before he gets hit. And Bridgeton, the deep man, falls forward for That's number 4 for Bridgeton. Stephen Little for a gain. Well, he probably picked up about 8 or 9, 10 yards. He's out to the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for Bridgeton. Down 21-7 here as we get inside almost. Looks like it's going to be that may be the last play, or they're going to hold it right here. Well, 15 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
A lot of blowouts here this weekend.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yep.
Some substitutions here for Delran.
This kind of game, you're going to get a lot of people in.
Yeah, well, now, if you're Bridgeton now, and of course, if you're Delran, you're going to be looking for the pass. They had a nice series on that last one. They just got to go up and get the football. Here we go. Out of the shotgun. This time it's a handoff to McCoy underneath. Not too much going right there. They're giving that 5 yards on that running play. Out to the 39. That's going to be the last play of the 3rd quarter. As we're going to switch ends here. Again, Delran leading Bridgeton 34-7. We'll take another quick break here. We'll step aside and we'll come right back here. Rowan College at the Battle of the Beach. Delran over Bridgeton 34-7. We'll be right back after these messages.
It is known all over the Delaware Valley. Johnson's Popcorn on the Ocean City Boardwalk, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. You can get Johnson's Popcorn in individual servings all the way up to 3.5-gallon tins. Look for them in your favorite food market or party store. Johnson's Popcorn, 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 1-800-842-2676 and have your popcorn shipped to you. They're also online at johnsonspopcorn.com. Johnson's Popcorn, since 1940.
You see Delran now on defense. Bridgeton coming out now on the offensive end. We're going to see, what their play calling as we start here in the 4th quarter. They're down 34-7.
Need to get something going.
Yep, Howe out over quarterback. They're going to, looks like they got 2 and 2. They got the tight end in there though, so he's looking to the sideline. Oh, now there's a penalty thrown.
He called. Looked like he called the timeout.
No, what the penalty was is that they came out of the timeout and there's a delay of the game.
Yeah.
If you are Bridgeton, you got to be extremely upset. I don't know if that's a coach's or the quarterback, but how do you get a delay of the game coming out of a timeout? All right, well, actually not even a timeout. It's the end of the quarter.
Yeah, he actually went to call a timeout.
Well, I don't know about that. But
he tried to.
You mean before you got the penalty?
Yeah, before he did.
Yeah. Well, nonetheless, instead of 2nd and 5, it's 2nd and 10. He hands it off to McCoy going to. And he gets to. He gets knocked out.
Hit.
Holy
number
mackerel.
Number 4. All right, that's Martree.
Wow.
Martree, and I'll tell you what, lights out on that one.
Here's the replay. Look at him come up, and this is now he's going off tackle again to his left. He makes a stiff arm right there, which is a nice little job. He gets outside, and boom! You talking about delivering a collision? That's a collision in the open
nice
field.
Form on that.
Oh,
nice form on that tackle.
Yeah.
He just wrapped him right up, stuck his helmet in there. You're going to remember that one.
Yes, you are. Whoa, was that a collision? All right, so 3rd and now 5. Now you're back to where you got on the first play out of the shotgun underneath the McCoy. He's going to follow his fullback. Again, he's going to be met in the backfield for no gain.
Wow.
And this time he picks up an additional 10 yards.
He's like a snake. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you right now.
He's slippery.
If whatever his yardage is, I'm going to say at least 70% of that is over yak yardage. He's getting contact and he's picking up. Now he's trying to come off to the side because his helmet or his gear came up. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
Now he's trying to get a replacement, and he's walking halfway to the sideline. Now he finally got one. Now these guys should be hurrying up. It's a shame they got to come. To the sideline. But they do. Now, he's going to come back. I don't know. There might only be 10 seconds left of this before they're going to get another penalty here.
Fortunate they got 16 seconds left. Gotta hurry.
They're not playing with any fire now. They got empty set, 3 receivers. They better hurry up. I don't know where the game. Let's see. I'll tell you if he starts. He is starting right now. He's going to be. There he goes. He's doing it right now. He's got less than 5 seconds, and there's another penalty. And when I tell you,
delay a game. I'm watching the clock. They can't see it, can they?
I don't know if they can see it or not, but the umpire is down. He's behind the coach. Now, if you know as a running back or the quarterback, you know that there's a guy on the sideline. When it gets under 10 seconds, he starts doing the 10-second call. Harry, he was literally jumping in the air. I've never seen an umpire jump in the air. He was literally trying to get the attention of the quarterback and basically saying, listen, stop the ball.
Yeah.
And then finally he had to throw the flag.
Yeah. I'm looking at the clock, and I'm saying, he come on.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from 15 yards out. Now he's got his receivers wide open. Oh, my goodness gracious. What a play call. Delran goes in man coverage, and when I tell you that he was beat on a little inside skinny. Now, he ran an inside skinny post. And look at this right here. Now, Hal throws this to the outside shoulder. Now, the ball should have been caught anyway, but he was running that skinny post. All he's got to do is lay it up right down the hash. That ball, the fight song, the band song. I saw the band director stand up already. They were playing the fight song, and he had to sit back down because that was a tremendous play call, a great route. They could not just, that's the first day. Maybe he's a new receiver. Hal just missed him. I'd like to have that one back, but okay. So you got 2nd and 15. I don't know if they're going to be in that type of coverage again if you're Delran, right?
No.
All right, now they got, again, empty set, out of the shotgun, 5 receivers. Hal back to pass, got plenty of time. He's got another man wide open. Oh, he's got to catch that too. I think he heard footsteps on that one. That time it was Jeremiah Russell.
Flag on the play.
Well, that's going to be a collision on an unprotected receiver. But, if you're a DB, I don't know what you do there.
Yeah.
Because, you want to lay the hit. But, the ball just came on. I don't know if we have a replay for that. Let's see. Personal foul. So you saw the penalty. That's going to be a late hit, or that's going to be a undefensive. Right here. Now watch this. Ball goes off he hit him with a shoulder pad, though. He didn't. That wasn't helmet to helmet. I don't know. That's a tough call if you're a DB.
Yeah,
Let's see what they call here again.
I agree with it. All right. I think he could have ran past him.
You think he could have missed him?
Yeah, I think he could have missed him.
Okay, let's see. I think they're going to call it again here. No? What do you think? Sean's our producer. He's trying to get pick up the mic. Here we go.
Personal foul, hit on a defenseless receiver, number 4 defense, 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
All right, so they call it hitting a defenseless receiver. I say it was a tough call. You think it was a good call? So that's why there's no in
I'll take it.
Yep. All right. You don't see like to get a guy get hit like that. I'm a wide receiver, but that's tough for a DB to pull up. But anyway, 34-7, 1st and 10. Bridgeton back to pass. Howell, he's got his man on the outside. Granted, this is a great pass. That's a heck of a pass that time. They caught Stephen Little, the receiver to the outside, running the go route. Nice throw, nice pass. I like the way Howell threw that ball to the outside. He got by his DB again.
They have some weapons.
Yep.
They really do.
Well, they're doing a good job of closing that cushion. And if you're Delran, you got to tell your DBs, you got to flip your hips and you got to get out of there.
Yeah.
They're running by them like they're standing still right now, and I don't know what's going on, but that's the 4th play in a row that he got by in the secondary. And they're down, and they're passing the football. All right, here's underneath handoff this time to McCoy. Just to keep the defense honest a little bit. They pick up about 5 or 6 yards. But now if you're Bridgeton, I say right now you got to go to your hurry-up offense, Harry.
Yeah.
You're down by 3 or 4 scores. You cannot wait. You can't walk to the huddle like it's the first quarter. You got to be getting the plays in.
Let's go. Let's
get the huddle. Boom.
Get some points back. Come on. Let's do it.
But you got to run that hurry-up offense. They got to get to the sideline, get the play, get into the huddle, in and out of the huddle. They got to snap that ball in the first play, on the first snap. They don't have time really to huddle up like this. But they also don't have time to make a mistake. They got to make sure it's okay. But they got it is a hurry-up right now by no stretch of the imagination. On a running clock under 9 minutes to go. Howell in the shotgun, hands it off to McCoy. Did a nice job of cutting back. Again, there's just so much pressure. As soon as he gets the football, Harry, he gets hit.
Even though it's the first game, you got to have your hurry up in there. All right?
Yeah.
Really, it's not something that you are going to work on next week. When you're your first real game, you got to have it.
Yep, and see, they're huddling right there. I mean, he's running a little bit, but I don't know why he's got to come to. I mean, there's a lot of teams do this. I don't know why you don't have a wristband and just play, hey, play number 16, play number 12, whatever it is. Get up there, and everybody knows what play. At least the quarterbacks know what play number 12. That's why they have the wristbands. Anyway, split backs again, trying to hit the ball to McCoy. There's just nothing doing there.
Yeah.
This play calling inside the red zone, they're not giving it to him. They're gonna right now. Delran saying, "You want to beat us? You got to pass the ball."
Yeah.
You're not going to let McCoy.
You're not going to make McCoy, beat you on this. And you're right. They're just wasting so much time. I mean, come on. They're still watch how long it takes on this.
Yeah, I mean, they may have to call another timeout right now. I mean, if I'm them, to come all the way to the sideline,
right? Run
all the way back, get in the huddle, call the play. I mean, there's like 20 seconds right there, and you get up there, and you really can't do it now. They're only, I don't know how much time they have, but it's going to be under 10 seconds again.
Yeah.
And you got to go on first snap, and that gives the advantage to the defense because they know you can't go a long count. Well, bad snap. Oh, he got hit so he threw the football. The ball's up in the air.
Intercepted. Yep.
Your play calling inside the red zone set up a 4th and goal where you only had one option. That was to throw a fade route, and they came in untouched, no fake. You really put your offense at a terrible disadvantage there on 4th and goal. Here it is right now. Watch the gut right up the right field. Watch the pressure. This is great pressure by Delran. Now it's a low snap, the fake handoff, but he had the guy right in his face.
Right in his face.
And he was trying to hit his receiver to the outside. I think he was running a slant route, but it didn't matter. The ball never got there.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Who got the interception that
Number
time?
28. Trying to find his number on this crazy sheet here. 28, Giovanni Marshall.
Yep. I know if you're Delran here and you're Sackett, you just got to take your time here. You got plenty of, you got the lead, so you want to make sure you run out the clock here. Okay, 1st and 10, Sackett out of the shotgun. Underneath handoff. The pin, or I should say Peen. Nick Peen on the carry right up the gut. Gets a gain of about 4 yards.
Yeah, you just run the ball, run the clock here, As far as you're concerned, clock's our friend right now. Bridgeton, like you said, so much time, wasted. Got to try to get it back in the game.
1st and 10 now for Delran. Again, they're taking their time.
Oh,
They're not.
There's no reason to hurry.
Sackett, he's going to let the play clock go. He knows that the back receiver or the back DB and the referees, they're sitting on the side. As soon as they come up, that's when he starts calling the play.
Yep.
Underneath handoff again to Nick Peen, going from his right to his left. Good job of blocking on that left side. A little bit of pushing in the background, or in the back, I should say, in the backfield.
Right.
All right, Peen picks up the first down. So 1st and 10 now for Delran. Again, a nice job off that left side. We give those big fellas up there some love too. We got to get their name and numbers there, Harry, because they've done a nice job up front for Sackett when he went back to pass, and also in the running game. You can see right there, 34-7, under 6 minutes to go on a running clock. And again, you see Sackett, he's in there. He's got a lot of experience. I'm sure his brothers are watching, his family's watching. He's got a lot of pressure at home.
Yep.
Forget about this defense. I mean, obviously Bridgeton did a good job too. But now Sackett's going to let the clock run. Here comes the blitz.
Yep.
And that good job by Sackett. What he did is he hard count.
Yep.
And he drew the defense offside.
Drew him right offside.
All right, snap. First, number 3 to defense, 5-yard penalty. Still 1st down.
That'll be 1st and 5 for Delran.
All right, 34-7. Sackett now in the huddle. Got plenty of time. Actually, if you're Bridgeton, you want to. They were trying to make something happen there on 1st down. They didn't know if he was going to run. They were basically run blitzing. If you're Delran, my guess is they're going to run the football here. And Bridgeton knows that, so they're going to try and drop maybe 7 or 8 men in the box now. Sackett may eventually elect to audible that, but let's see what happens here because you don't want to take any chance, but you want to just run the football. They're going to go. They got 3 receivers, actually 2 tight ends, and now another penalty. This cannot be delay of the game. No way. Somebody did not communicate.
It was down to zeros. It was down to zeros. He's looking at the clock. He really has no excuse.
What was down to zero?
Huh?
What was down to zero?
The play clock. You see it on the left side of the scoreboard down there?
They must have started that up really soon, too. You're right.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. You're right. If you know where it's at, he should know where it's at, right? All right, off to Peen. Oh, nice job of bouncing outside down to the 30, 35 before he's met, and he gets hit inbounds. Nice tackle, right? But Peen did a real nice job running the football, too.
Yeah. That was number 9. Tackle. Number 10. Andy Cooney on that one.
Nice run by Peen. Picks up the first down. So now we have another set of downs for Delran. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Sackett coming in from the sideline for Delran. And, you know, Delran looks like they're oiled right up here, this offense. They have not missed a beat here this afternoon.
No.
Even when it was a close game early on. Well, I have experience with Saka under center. Here he is on the shotgun. They got trips formation to the left, single receiver to the right, single back sidecar, and a handoff underneath. This time, it's to his running back, and that's number 12. That's the new running back right there.
And you want to give a little credit to those guys. I got
Dennis
McGraw,
Forbes.
Martins, Lewis, and Blemming are the big boys up front for Delran. So
there you go.
All right.
Give him a little bit of love. They like
Yep.
that. And Dennis Forbes was the running back that time. Usually we talk about Peen as being the running back, but this time it's Dennis Forbes. Did a nice job of making a couple guys miss, and he picked up a gain of 1.
And I forgot Danson on that. I don't want to forget the center.
There you go. You got to give the love up front to
Yep.
the big horses.
Yep.
All right, now Saka's going to go under center out of an eye back. Regular pro formation. He drew off sides.
Offsides. Come on, guys.
Spoken like a true coach, Harry. I don't know if they hear you, but maybe. Here we go.
Yeah. All right. Settle down.
All right, now we got 2nd and 4 from the 41-yard line. And again, if you are Delran, you're just electing here to let the clock run down. Looks like they're just going to try and pound the football here. Again, eye back, pro formation. Don't see this too many times.
No.
Again, a long snap. Oh, the ball was fumbled out of the snap. But Saka did a nice job of holding on. He turns around, he hands the ball off to Peen, who goes right up the middle. Makes a couple guy miss.
You got it. They're even making yardage on broken plays.
Yeah, that was Forbes again. That wasn't Peen.
No.
That was number 12 Forbes, who did a nice job of what you call yak. He made a couple guys off of the contact, just spun out of those tackles. He picks up a first down. Nice running play.
Yeah.
By Forbes.
Not too bad if you got him coming off the bench and he can run like that.
No, absolutely not. I'm trying to find out what grade he's in. It doesn't say on this. This. You know, I've done a lot of games here.
Yeah.
I'm going to rate this as the lower 5 of the rosters pregame. All right, that's an underneath handoff this time to the fullback. He's the up back, and that was Liam Finn. And he plays fullback, and you don't get too many carries, but that time the 5'11", 180-pound running back, the ball just hit him in the shoulder pads that time. He wasn't able to corral it.
Fords is a senior.
Okay, there you go.
All right.
Yep.
You got to do a little math over there. They have graduation date.
Well, I'm glad better you than me. But that time, I said Leon Forbes. Forbes was the guy last time. Leon Flynn. He picks up the ball, and he gets it back. This time, Delran is now 2nd and 2. From the 43, Saka under center, and he's going to take a knee.
Yep, take a knee.
There's under a minute here.
Yeah.
And you can see the clock right there.
Why not? Why not?
Well, it started out, you weren't sure what's going to go. Delran started out to a couple scored, lead, and then next thing you know, Bridgeton scored, so we thought we had a ball game here at the second quarter and halftime, but Delran came out and really, I guess you could say exercised their strength, their experience, especially offensively. They really took control, and Bridgeton had a couple chances. They just dropped the football a little bit. they have some explosive players on the outside. They just could not stop the offense of
Yeah,
Delran.
I actually got a little excited when it was 14-7.
Yep.
You know, that deteriorated fast.
Yeah. But both teams battled again. This is early in the season.
Yep.
And a nice job of these teams coming out and fighting for anything they could. Both coaches got to be pretty happy. If you are, you're trying to figure out, when you look at Bulldogs, Bridgeton was 6-4 last year. The Delran Bears were 9-2. They came out here, and both of these guys, the Bridgeton coach Dominic Williams, he's got a lot to look forward to here in the second half of the season. That's for sure. The rest of the season, and the players meeting there at halftime. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with the final stats and the latest words. Now 34-7, Delran over Bridgeton. We'll be back here at Rowan College right after this quick message.
It is known all over the Delaware Valley. Johnson's Popcorn on the Ocean City Boardwalk, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. You can get Johnson's Popcorn in individual servings all the way up to 3.5-gallon tins. Look for them in your favorite food market or party store. Johnson's Popcorn, 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 1-800-842-2676 and have your popcorn shipped to you. They're also online at johnsonspopcorn.com. Johnson's Popcorn, since 1940.
Whoever you are, whatever you like, there's a place where memories become traditions. So this summer, come on down and enjoy all that's fun at the shore. Plan today and book your vacation in America's greatest family resort. Ocean City, New Jersey. We're less than a tank of gas away.
Pride, passion, and persistence. These are the values that drive us all at Ron Jaworski Golf. We strive to deliver outstanding conditions as well as playability for golfers of all ages and abilities. Our championship golf courses offer a variety of challenges, from a link-style walk along the river to an escape into the pines and everything in between. My team at Ron Jaworski Golf is committed to delivering memorable experiences every single day. See all we do at ronjaworskigolf.com.
Bill Osborne back here with Harry Sachs from Rowan College with another ball game from the Battle of the Beach here, and we have the Delran over top of Bridgeton 34-7 in a sun-smacked stadium here. You can see the teams sitting out there. They're going to deliver the trophy. A lot of sportsmanship, but not a bad game, Harry. I guess you could say. I mean, it was a little bit of a blowout there at the end, but it was for a first game of the season, not too bad.
I think both teams, if you're Bridgeton, you did enough to build on. There you had, I'll tell you what, their receivers looked really good. Just the throws that were a little bit off on that, but they have a lot of speed out there, and they got a running back that doesn't quit. So I think, they have an upside. And Delran just, in the beginning they didn't look that great, and then they just hit on all cylinders there. Took it away. Like I said, it was 14-7. We thought we were going to have a little bit of a game there, but Delran, they've got, a lot of veterans back on that team. Sacco running that team there. He just took, everything that they gave him.
Well, these two teams were playing at the Battle of the Beach for the first time. And, Bridgeton coach Dominic Williams is 6-4. He's starting his second season. He played in the NFL, and it was a Bridgeton grad. So he'll get this team turned around again. They had a nice season last year. Over there on Delran, Coach Colin Hucko, he's 13-9, and he's starting his third season. They have some things. They have a great offense there. You can see that right there. So both of these teams, as you said, they have some athletes, and they're going to be heard from. There's no doubt. Next week, RV hosts Pleasantville on Friday. And that's interesting here because then Delran hosts Ewing on Saturday. I should say Bridgeton hosts Pleasantville on Friday and Delran hosts Ewing on Saturday. So, again, not maybe if you're Bridgeton, you would like to maybe have a couple things that you wanted to see turned around, but it's early in the season. They'll come back, and as we talked about now, we have the next game here. I'm looking to see who we have coming up here. I'm going to tell you right now. The next game is Cedar Creek versus Old Bridge. That's the 4 o'clock game, so if you're around and you want to stop by here at Rowan, come on out. We got a great weather. It's a great environment. If not, you can watch us right here on the TV. We're going to be here back here at 4 o'clock again. Myself and Harry Sachs for Delran, now again, the winner 34-7 over Bridgeton for my partner, Harry Sachs, and our producer, Sean Kelly. And we'd like to also give a quick shout out to Tom Williams, the Godfather, is home recuperating from his hip surgery, which I had about 5 weeks ago myself, but I know he's back there listening. So, Tom, get well soon. We love you, buddy. And God bless everyone out there. Have a great Labor Day. We'll see you again soon. Again, Delran winning over Bridgeton, 34-7. We'll see you next time.